Yeah, right, everyone. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, what can I say? Have I got a story to tell you? Well, as everyone knows, I was due to start my third job last night, and indeed, I started just 4 hours at the hospital doing a bit of a security job for a mate, yeah, who's kind of runs a little security firm in London, yeah. I ain't done security since basically I used to do Fabric nightclub and like Herbal nightclub at Shoreditch and a few others. Yeah. So it's been donkey's years since I've done security, but I've done it as like a little part-time job in the evening. And yeah, so I've just got back from helping the police with their inquiries. Should we say? I've just managed to escape an ABH charge. Can you believe it? And basically, it looks like I might just get a slap on my wrist. But yes, I started, and there's this guy who's younger than me. Yeah, I'm 39. Yeah, I'll be 40 next year. And this guy, early 30s, I'd say early 30s, big white guy. When I say big, like big 320 pounder. When I say big, I don't mean jacked big. I mean built like kind of Jack Diaper. So that kind of look. Yeah, that kind of build, look, height, physique, yeah? And he's just telling me what to do all fucking night. Go check the CCTV, go down this fucking, go there, go. I thought, go and do teas, do you know what I mean? I thought, hold on, mate. I ain't a CCTV operator, and I ain't a fucking T-boy neither. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm a patient guy, and it takes a lot to wind me up. But after 2 hours of him, basically telling me what to do, I guess he's never heard of the ticking time bomb. I lost it, mate. I went fucking nuts. I went ballistic. So I just slammed him to the floor. So he's banged his head. Unfortunately, because, they're like marble floors, aren't they? Yeah, his head started bleeding and whatnot. Oh, he was in the right place anyway, weren't he, to get stitched up. So So I've just got back about an hour ago after helping the police with their. So it's fair to say I'm back to having two jobs now, just doing the roadside maintenance and the market on Sunday. I just sell because I used to run a unit, yeah, in North London, yeah, small unit. I used to sell toys, mainly action figures, yeah. I ran it for about 2 years, but the rent was going up and up and up and up. So in the end, I thought, sod it, mate. You know what? I ain't making enough money here, so I had to get all my toys. Basically, they're in two massive cupboards in the house, yeah. So they're not the ones I collect, as everybody knows. You've seen a lot of my figures. They're collectible. Some are good, some, but it's stock that I need to get rid of, basically. So I've got about fucking nearly 300, toys to still sell. You know what I mean? So yeah, so as they say, with that job at the hospital, easy come, easy go, innit? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so briefly, I've got back and I haven't had a chance to check out much of YouTube. I've checked out the real ones. Banter JDP, big up to Banter JDP. Guy's class act. Bringing perhaps the only person on this tiny, dark side corner that's bringing good stuff that I look forward to. Big up to Narrative Destroyer as well. I enjoyed his last video about Bobby Beanton. I wonder where he got that idea for the video. You clearly watched my last video, didn't you, Narrative Destroyer? Like I've always said, I'm the innovator. I'm the originator. I'm the one that gets people talking about certain things. Now, how Bobby, real honest truth Bobby, has the fucking cheek to come on here after what that filthy specimen done in that glass or fucking tin or in the fucking, what was it, a fucking bin or, where he got his little tackle at, you know what I mean? His little, he whacked it around and then he urinated, you know what I mean? Absolute filth. Absolute filth. And it's always about awareness, and it's always, we've got to make them aware, this one's a danger. Who are you to say who's a fucking danger, you creepy old bastard? You look more of a danger than any of them lot. And then you got Creepy Craig, Video Craig, his obsession with Decker. has now gone to a whole new level because his obsession with Danny G. Jesus Christ takes the biscuit. Where do we find them? Jesus Christ, where do we find them? There, you know what I mean? They're nitwits. They're one-trick ponies. They're all on the Danny G bandwagon. To be honest, Danny G bores the fucking life out of me, to be fair. But each their own, you know. I know occasionally he does something silly. And I know he's live all the time. And I know that lot have tried to, you know, push him into being like a danger, yeah, you know. Where I'd just say he's more simple, more naive. Yeah, all right, I get, you know, what he done with that young girl. That's perhaps a stretch too far, but I think them lot, the usual suspects, are blowing it all out of proportion, you know, and trying to make it, you know, bigger than it is, you know, just so they've got something to talk about. And I wouldn't mind, but none of them have got fucking squeaky clean backgrounds. You find Video Craig, Real Honest Truth Bobby, and the rest of the goobers, you know what I mean? They've got far more suspect past than fucking Danny G or anyone else for that matter. It's just, they've got some front. They got some fucking front. And honest Bobby, you're a boring old fucker anyway. Do you know what I mean? You copied Craig with your fucking setup, with your little silly microphone, and you gotta spread awareness, and your fucking coffee link. You know what? Take your coffee link and stick it where the sun don't shine, mush. And our Video Craig's got a bare-faced cheek to come on here like he's content creator of the year, you know what I mean? Yeah, 5,000 views is good for this little side of YouTube. Yeah. No, but that's not saying much. I mean, he's just a drop in the ocean, isn't he, in YouTube circles? Guarantee you ask 100 people, you ask 1,000 people, you ask 10,000 people, have they heard of Video Craig? You wouldn't get one person saying, oh yeah, I've heard, oh you mean Hedgehog? Oh yeah, I always watch his podcast, yeah. I see him on the other podcast, what was it? No Time to Be Famous or some shit, where he sat there twitching and rubbing his nose and scratching and looking all awkward, do you know what I mean? For the entire hour. Probably couldn't tie little Johnny in a knot, do you know what I'm saying? Where do we find them, mate? Botox injections? Weight loss pills, weight loss injections, dyes his beard, got stupid arcade machines in his little fucking cupboard, little plastic wrestling figures. Fucking hell, where do we find them? Where do we find them? You've got to make it up, mate, you really got to. And then you've got that old fart, Bobby, trying to stay relevant. Mate, you're a goof. You're an old fart and you're a goof. It's as simple as that. And everyone's a bacon, innit, but them. Everyone's a bacon. And if you don't agree with them basically fucking traumatising that Danny G to the point where he looks like he's about to keel over, then, you know, oh, you're an enabler. Oh, so you support it. Oh, so you don't, you agree, you do you? Oh, so you don't think what he done with that young girl's right, do you? Oh, so you agree with this, do you? Yeah. It's the same old, it's always the same old faces. Well, same old voices. Because 50% of them don't even show their face, but it's always the same old lot. The bacon-obsessed weirdos, the degenerates, do you know what I mean? And they're making money from Danny G. It ain't about awareness. Awareness my fucking arse. It was about making money with Decca. Craig had an obsession. So Bobby had to have an obsession. It'd be the same when Scotch Egg comes out. He was the same. He'd copy them. He'd be obsessing over Danny G now if he was out. Do you know what I mean? Can you say, mate, degenerates? A lot of them. But apart from that, nothing's happened on YouTube. Yeah, I know the same old people have been live every couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? They ain't got a lot to do, have they, really, with their time? I've got a few suggestions for them. Maybe get a fucking job. Work. Instead of expecting us mugs to pay for your fucking welfare. To pay for your fucking universal credit. To pay for your PIP. To pay for your job seeker's allowance. 3 jobs. Well, 2 now, but you know what I'm saying. And also I fucking missed the day of work at the fucking roadside maintenance job because of helping the Popo with their inquiries. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they treated me very well. Treated me very well. Plenty of coffee, plenty of sandwiches, and all that kind of stuff. So, and they, anyway, you don't want to hear all that. You don't want to hear all that. All that's to say is, I'll speak to you tomorrow. God bless.